Welcome back. We've made it out to Fire on Ice 2025. It is time to get our chicken prepped so that we can get it on the smoker tomorrow. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is a time where I like to get our chicken in the brine. So this part's really self-explanatory. We're gonna get our chicken open here. I like to use the briner bucket. This is something I recently added last year to our program too as well, because I can get the chicken in there, and then it's got the plate that goes on top that can really get make sure that everything stays submerged in the brine. And then I made my brine ahead of time here, and I've got 32 ounces of it, and that's just gonna go right on top of our chicken. I'll try to open this without making a giant mess, but the cook trailer is usually a mess after a cook weekend. It takes an army to get her cleaned up. Make sure everything is completely submerged in there. If you got some bigger pieces of chicken, you might need to add a little bit of extra water or a little bit extra, whatever you're using for your brine in there. But there we go, and I just push that down there and seal it. That's why I love this briner bucket, because it allows me to make sure that all of that chicken is completely submerged in there, which I think is key to making sure that it's taking on those flavors that we want, and it's also going to make it so that things work out just as they should. All right, guys, it is Saturday morning. We're looking at about 7:50 a.m. here. Regrettably, I took a lot of JPEGs yesterday when I was trying to show you a bunch of steps, so I'll talk you guys through what happened. But basically, all we did was just rinse off our chicken, dry it off. We rewrapped it in some plastic wrap, and then we vacuum sealed it back up. So this morning we have these nice little chicken shapes here. And all we're gonna do now is gonna get some injection into there. I'm putting 20 cc's of injection into each chicken thigh, and we're gonna put these back in our Cambro that's still set in cool mode until we get ready to put those on a little bit later when we'll bring her in. But I've also got my employee number one here today, the original Machete Boy employee, holding the camera now. So we should be able to make sure that we record everything that we need. So one of the things, and we'll show you how to do just one of these. It's not necessary for me to show you the same process over and over again. But one of the things that I've learned from all of the people that I have that have paid attention to and listened and in classes that I've taken is how to inject your chicken. And it seems like it's pretty straightforward, right? You could unwrap it, but I feel like if you unwrap it, then you do kind of destroy the integrity of a chicken, and we want to kind of hold on to that for as long as possible. So what I actually like to do, and I can't remember where I saw this. It might actually have been Scott Shire from Smoke in the Eye showed me this. Or maybe it was Brad Leiniger from Getting Basted Barbecue. You guys might know him. One of the winningest mans in barbecue. I don't know, I think that's actually Myron Mixon's title. I'll let those two guys figure that out. And these are just soup cups. These are great. I like to use a lot of disposable things when I'm cooking just because it cuts down on the dishes. Nobody likes doing those things. But I just like to pull that in through there. And I don't have the needle on there right now because one thing that's nice is that if you don't have the needle on there and you've got some solids in your injection, whatever you're using, it'll pull it through there a little bit better. And then I like to use a 14 gauge lure lock needle on this cattle injector or veterinary injector here. This you can pick up at your local farm supply store in Minnesota. That's Fleet Farm, or there's some more fancier ones that you can buy online. But as much as I forget and destroy things, it's nice to have cheap things on like this on hand. This has actually been around for 2 years, so it's got quite a life on it. But I've got that set at 5 cc's on there, which is nice. We're gonna go right through the cellophane. We're not gonna pull the cellophane off of there, and we're just gonna inject it on each side of the bone, kind of underneath of the bone, right before you go through the top of the chicken, and just one solid pull there. That's going to give us 5 cc's on that side, and then we're going to go back over here and do the same thing over here. 5 cc's over there, back down in there. Uh-oh, I'm hitting that bone, so we'll move that around, get down there where it needs to be. And then one more over on this side here. And that's it. And then I just put it back in the pan. I'm going to run through the rest 12 of these. Shout out to 13 chickens today. We'll see which ones make the cut a little later, but we'll bring you back in. We'll show you how we get these seasoned up and get them out on our Gateway drum smokers. All right, we're back. It is 9 a.m. It's time to get these out of that cellophane. Try to get those skins dried out a little bit and get the backs of our chicken seasoned up. So this is about as self-explanatory as it can get. So we're just going to unwrap our chicken. And I've lined my pan with some paper towels here. And I'm just going to throw our chicken down. I'm going to pull that skin open just a tiny bit. I don't want to unwrap it completely. And then I've got our chicken rub here in a Winco shaker. And I am just going to season the back of that You don't want to kill it, just nice and light, just like so. One more time. Unwrap your chicken. On the paper towel. Now's a good time too, if you've got like this chicken skin here, you can see that I've got way more over here than here, so, right? So this is a good time to just pull that extra over, kind of recenter that chicken skin in there so we get better coverage, because I want to make sure that when this goes on the smoker later, that skin's wrapped all the way around there. And we're just going to season just gently over the back. Do you need to see it one more time, or you got it? I think you all got it. I'm going to wrap the rest of these up, and then we'll bring you back in for the last step before it's finally time to get these on the smokers. All right, so it's go time, almost go time. Time to get our chicken seasoned up, and I've just got a little pizza screen here that I've lubricated with a little bit of avocado oil because it's high heat, so things won't burn on there and they won't stick to our pan too as well. The idea is that the pizza grate will kind of grab those skins and it'll hold onto those skins so they'll set up in a nice, pretty shape. Still looking for that 9 in appearance for chicken here right now. So we're gonna get these seasoned up. So basically you just pick those up there and you shape it in your hand, so it's like a nice little chicken pillow shape that we're looking for. And then I like to start on the side and kind of roll it in my hand, making sure I get all sides so that it looks just like that. And you don't want to overdo it. Easy does it. You don't want to take a ton of rub on here at this point. You want these to get a nice golden brown color and set up really nicely. If you overdo it, then the rub's going to be really tacky later. It's not going to set up on you as fast as you would like, and you might cause yourself a little bit of a headache. So easy does it when you do it on the rub. Keep it in that shape. Make sure you're keeping your chicken cold this entire time, the entire process. Keep it in a Cambro if you don't have a refrigerator. Ice on the top, ice on the bottom. That'll work. That works for us. That's what we do. And we'll see how we do today. Next up, we'll go through the cook process. I'm going to put that video right here. Thanks for watching. If you're liking this free classes, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we're going to run through all 4 of our KCBS categories this year. Let's try to help a couple of you guys out. Come home with your own trophies and checks. We'll see you in the next one.